everybody. So I'm just gonna do my makeup, and I received my clips and I bought it, and it's honestly like really nice. And like I gotta like pay a lot, but it's like worth the price. And I've already seen it on like the Instagram, and I know it's gonna come out like nice. And I guess my idea of like buying clips is just to like put it there, and I mean it might seem like odd, but I honestly feel like it helps because sometimes my little hair would come out and like a lot of hairs, and I don't know if these clips will help. But I just thought in my mind that I should like buy clips like this. I just like the appearance of like looking like, I don't know, it's just a random thing that I thought of. So now I have my clips, and it's like so pretty and it's like so beautiful. And but since I'm doing my makeup, I will not use my clips. So I'll just be like doing my makeup, and then eventually I'm gonna talk about dreams. And I will see people do like dream, like when you go to sleep you enter the REM and then you start a dream. But like for me, I usually like dream like maybe like in the nighttime, mostly because like I do have like personality disorders, and for the most part of my life I don't really dream a lot or not at all, because like when I take naps I actually don't dream. Like in the afternoon I don't dream, and it's a guarantee. And I feel really like, I feel really glad, because like when I have dreams I tend to have like really like, I mean, dreams are like scattered and random, but like my dreams recently, like what I've been dreaming of, for example, is like, how it's like I just feel like my whole life is like being like stalked, and I don't like feel as if there's something in my room. Like it's not like that. It's more like, I mean, as you guys know that I have schizophrenia, but I don't think it's also part of schizophrenia. I just feel like sometimes my dreams are like, I just feel like there's always, my brain works in like a way that I get like put in the past, so like the past would bring up to me a lot. And I think it's just how it is for us schizophrenics, because we tend to like have this like random times where we can just be doing anything, and suddenly we're just put in the past for some reason. And obviously since my voices and what I see are just really like, they're always trying to put me down and stuff like that, and I feel like, I just feel like it's just, very upsetting to me. So when I dream, like I feel like they already know, like I don't know what is the days, maybe like a, I don't know what it is, just how my brain works. And then I would just like go and dream about like things that I've already know. And obviously it's like normal to dream about like people that you know in your dreams. But yeah, I feel like now, like recently, the theme of my dreams is that like it's just like being like watched and seeing people I know, and then I wake up really panic, because like when I said I don't dream, like I don't lie, and it's like the truth. When I sleep in the afternoon, like I dream of nothing, and I wake up and I really, I felt like I was just like put in a spell, and just like just not die, but it's like just really I dreamt of nothing. So, and I really got used to that for like this year. Like I just realized it happened to me this year, and I figured out that I don't dream this year. So then you know I kind of like accepted it, and I like it, because when I start a dream, like what I told you, I feel like the dreams about people I know, and like because I've been, and when I wake up I don't feel right, and I feel like, like something's like watching me, or they know, because obviously like I don't even think about my past or anything bad that happened in my past, because it's unpleasant to think about past. Past is so embarrassing. And then like I just started to see it from my eyes happening. So it's weird. But anyway, so I've been like on TikTok and I've seen like videos of people be like about how like people are interested about like how people dream when like they just think it doesn't make sense. Like for example, the most common thing about what people dream about is like dreaming about their boyfriend or like their crush or like their girlfriend or something, and then people will be like questioning on their like, why do I see people, you know, that I don't even talk to or like they don't even talk to, and it's just really something that like I also don't understand. But then as I kind of like deep dive and kind of like search into like factors of why we dream about people in the past, it's like it just means that like I don't know, but like the few factors that I kind of like searched about is like how like people have like soul tied to that person, and or like they just like it's just a random dream. But honestly, like it kind of makes sense. Like for example, if like a person has like a relationship with this person, and then they start to dream about them, regardless if they have, seen that person, like or have been in a relationship with a person, but especially even if it's just like there's a distance in between them or they don't talk anymore, I think they just dream because it's like a soul tie. And like a soul tie is like a person who you use a romantic relationship with, or just a relationship, it's fine, like being friends or maybe more. And then like when you dream about them, even if you talk to them or not, they're still gonna appear in your dreams. And it just hits different obviously when you know them like in the past. And like yeah, but honestly I'm also really puzzled about my dreams, because I like the other people who have like issues with the person they dream about, because like they also say that I don't really talk to that person anymore, and I'm also in the same boat. But I have dreamed about like people I haven't met. Like you can know someone online, but you don't know, and you don't see them in real life. So it's like, oh, I was just seen on the screen and stuff like that. But like in real life, I don't like I don't see them. So when I dreamt about like even just like knowing this guy from like live stream on like TikTok, like just seeing him, and then I dreamt about him, and I'm like, I don't even talk to this guy personally. But then there's the other one that I dream about. I don't dream about this another TikTok live streamer, and I was just like, I know this person, but I haven't like heard from this person like through text like in a very long time, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm just like kind of making an assumption that if we dream about a person and we don't talk to them, does that mean they're gonna come back, or it's just like some fleeting like memory of the person in the dreams, or because like people say it could be like a soul tie, but I think I'm probably saying it wrong, because I know soul tie means a different thing, and like with soul tie you get like different like sensation experience. But yeah, so now so I'm back to like being confused about why I dream of people. And yeah, so if I dream about people and a person brings me like discomfort, obviously I wake up in a more frantic mood, because like yeah, like I love dreaming about nothing, and I have that always in my naps, and I just you know I don't really want to dream about anything at all. Like I gotten used to that, but I haven't regret the dreams that I have had that's like nice. Like for example, like when I was dreaming about like, because dreams can be random and like some of it is nice. Not sure if any of you have like any like nice dreams, but like I was just having a nice dream where I was like in the bus, and then like I just saw like Winnie the Pooh like across the street like lined up, and I have my own like actual Winnie the Pooh, but like it was just like Winnie the Pooh's like come in like different like forms and like appearance. And honestly I think my Winnie is like the prettiest like Winnie the Pooh, and he's always gonna be in my life forever, because like he helps me through like you know like a lot of like he's just my comfort bear, and I love him a lot. And it's just pretty in appearance, and he's like huge too. So Yeah, I love Winnie the Pooh, and yeah, but then in my dreams, I don't really like have like that Winnie the Pooh appear. Like just different random Winnie the Poohs. I'm like, it's such a nice dream because when I dream, like I think when we all dream, it's probably like nonsense and like randomness or like ring about like fear or something. But honestly, like when I dreamed about that, like you know, that dream, I was like happy. But when I woke up, it was like nothing, and this happened like years ago. But then recently this year, I dreamed about something nice. Like I was like in my dreams, I was out somewhere, and it was just all like little lights, like I don't know, like Bud lights, not like I mean like Bud lights, like as in like strings of lights or like really nice lights. And I was with this girl, and mind you, I don't know this girl, and I was like walking with her. I was happy, like I wasn't running after her. I was just like skipping along, and she's in front of me, and she has like long straight hair, and I don't know this girl at all because like I hardly like ever like go out to some place crowded. Like I just go out with my friends and I have a meal with them. But so this is different, and I'm like, it's a nice dream, and like I was just on a ride, and then like I was with her, and I felt happy, and I woke up and I was like mesmerized, and I kept thinking about the dream, and I was like so happy because I never had like a nice dream like that. So I was just talking about my nice dreams that I've ever had in my entire life that I honestly vividly remember. Oh, I feel like I like a different like phase of my life or like a different person because I feel like I don't remember anything from my past. Like because I feel like all the voices or whatever that I'm like seeing that I told you guys is so unpleasant. I feel like maybe that's why I don't remember things or like I already moved on and I subconsciously can remember it, but I don't want to anymore, and so it's kind of like disturbing when they bring it up to me, and I don't wish it happens to anybody. Like, I think with schizophrenia, it's what people experience, but I think I heard like my friends saying that they don't like have this negative, things to experience. So I hope the same for me. So yeah, that's about my dreams. And recently, like my dreams have been like kind of nice, like in a way. Well, I mean, the story about myself is that when I was like really young, I think I kind of like, as I told you guys, I liked a guy when I was like 17 years old and stuff like that. And I just feel like it was a really hard time in my life because I feel like he was my first love, and I don't think I can love anyone ever again. And it's not like it's because of him. I'm not sure, but basically I'm just a person who really can't fall in love easily. But yeah, it was my first love, and then I kind of like developed like I don't know if it's like borderline personality or something, but I thought I had it, but obviously I don't have it because in another video I will tell you guys like what personality disorders I have because of a test I took and I relate to it. But like I said, like I really thought I had like borderline personality disorder because of what this guy did to me, and obviously like my experiences like a guy has been like really not like pleasant. It's always like I've always been the one who like chased a man, and it can be deemed like unattractive, and I know because like, but that's how I live my life because like I've never want a guy to chase after me because I'd be like really scared and I wouldn't like that guy. But yeah, so what the guy did to me was like because he was just like he was nice, but he was so like he wouldn't even like text me after a while, and that's the main reason why we don't know each other or talk to each other anymore because I deleted him off my phone. But basically, it was just a really hard time because I faced a lot of anxiety and I faced with like, because I was really young, and I think it's understandable because when I am young and when people are young, they're more like unstable. I'm not sure, but for me, I was, and now I am, but that's the main point I'm like bringing across because I feel like, you know, I'm in the same situation where I do like this guy, and it's just the same. It's just like guys tend to like just ignore my text and not see my text anymore. But like I think like now I'm just in a different phase, like because ever since that I started to have like all the symptoms of schizophrenia since last year, but because it's already 2024, I feel like I'm more aware of what I experienced because I kind of forget about my past. But I do know that I was struggling a lot with like anxiety and like just phone texting and like the issues of it, like not, like not like being like, communicated properly through, and I still like this guy, but it's like I think like having like schizophrenia, I don't know, I just changed, but now I feel like it's just like more like okay, like because when I was like really young, all I knew was that okay, I have schizophrenia, I had to take like antipsychotics and stuff like that, and I felt like therapy was useless because I would just talk. And I remember one psychologist would look at me like just with a deadpan stare, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know my life is like, really like messed up. It's like she didn't even help me, and I feel like that's why like therapy doesn't really like isn't for me because it doesn't help me. And obviously right now I'm free, and I told you guys that I'm not under like any therapy or like anything else, because obviously after my hospitalization I felt like it all came back and I have like the full blown like symptoms of schizophrenia. And I just feel like it's hell, but it also gives me some comfort because like I know this guy that I like right now, but like after a while I feel like I did like that guy, but after like having a lot of like voices about him, I feel like I don't really like that guy. I can't be too attached. Maybe I just learned to not be so attached to someone that much, though I still am, but it's like it's just knowing how to like live my life without him. And I'm like, but I still struggle with it. So what I mean is that sometimes I was just like, I don't even think about like the guy, because obviously I don't really like daydream. Like yes, I can think about someone, but like it's more like I just sometimes see his face and then he would just talk to me, and I feel like that's a person's fantasy or imagination, but for me it just comes easily. And sometimes it comes at the wrong time, but now it's like more balanced. It comes at the right time, and I'll see him and I hear him talking to me, and I just feel like it's kind of comforting because like I don't know what's with him in real life because it's the same. I don't know why I have this like pattern of guys like ignoring me, but I'm not the only one, obviously. But it's just really annoying because like my whole life has been like the same, and I have never like you know like have someone who really cares. Like, and it's funny because I do have like online friends to talk to, I have friends to talk to, but it's like this is a different thing because when I started like someone, a guy, like so attached to him, and and I'd be like, I would just miss him. So obviously like it helps me because he would just like talk to me and stuff like that, and it's like, I mean, I don't think much about it, but I feel like it's something, and he would help me like if I have like any like breakdowns. But like I feel like obviously it's just like it's not like he's talking to me in real life. So I wanted to bring across a message that like I've been on TikTok and I see like videos of like in another life or something like that, and I think it's just like for people who are like heartbroken. And I do feel heartbroken a lot, even though like there's nothing to be heartbroken about. But I feel like I mean I just think I feel and relate to that a lot because I mean life isn't easy, and my past wasn't really something that really built me up at all. So I felt like that, and I just feel like you know it's a nice feeling to truly connect with someone. And if you have that person, you're lucky. And even if you don't have that person, it's not always like rainbows and stuff like that. I'm just saying that if you feel like disconnect with someone, or that someone you love like forgets about you, or like or just like love you for someone else, I just feel like in another life trend hits different because it's really sad. And you can create a law that's like, okay, so like you can, it just always has to be about a guy. Be like in a law, if you feel so sad for a long time, be like, okay, I'm happy. Whatever you want, just you can just tell yourself, okay, I'm happy, and I'm like, for example, I want to get married, so I'd be like, I'm happy and I'm married, like another life, or I don't know, if you can manifest that, in the future. But yeah, there's a lot of grief, and I kind of like talked about this and about like being asexual and romantic in a video, but apparently I didn't like that project I was in, so I can talk about this on my YouTube in another video. But yeah, I think it's really something that, like Lars and like in another life, Chan is just like to bring ourselves like comfort. And I do believe that in another life, like if you truly love someone and you can't be with that someone, you can always be with that person when I mean, like in another life, when you, I don't know, if you're not like, I mean, if you believe in heaven, then I think it's possible you can be with that someone. Because honestly, I do think that it's lonely to, it starts to get lonely for me to not like have someone. But I love being single, and I'm like, I know I'm walking paradox, but honestly, I do believe in these trends. It's a nice thing to see, even though it's sad, but it's like, and I found out that like, yeah, it's just, like, I don't know why people mess up, but I just feel like everybody, should like understand that it's like that if you're in pain, like you can know that there's other ways to think about your pain. So yeah, about dreams. And before I end this video, I wanna share about soul ties. So basically, TikTok taught me about this, and I have no idea. Like soul ties are just like when you. They always say that when you start to feel like, your like anxiety, random anxiety or something, when you early start reading. But it's also maybe because of like tinnitus. But like honestly, it's not. I don't like tinnitus would be like super horrible to have, and I think it happens like often, like in a day. But I'm talking about like random, like once in a day or like once in a week or something. And it did happen to me, and I kind of like look back, because that's what people say, like soul ties, like when you experience all these like random feelings that I not because of any like external causes. And then it links back to like a relationship you had with someone in the past, and that's why you have all these unexplained like you know like symptoms. And I don't know if I believe in it, but I think I really do, because I'm more like confused, like who am I feeling like from the past, because I did like guys and they get separated a lot, and now I'm like, I'm not sure who is like connecting with me. But I think it's more similar to like twin flames. If you're like a twin flame, if you believe in them, like I feel like if you have that randomness of anxiety, I think it's more like having a twin flame, obviously. Because like twin flames, I think I read somewhere that they actually feel each other's like pain and emotions even if they're separated. And obviously, as you guys know, twin flames are like people who were in love relationship and then they separated, like because that's just how it is. Like like they say that twin flame isn't about like like being with someone romantically. You can be your friend, but it's like basically they could love each other or not, but then eventually they separate. And even if that twin flame is married, like you obviously still think about each other. I think like not about thinking about each other, but I feel like they're always somehow connected. Like, and for me, I used to believe that my previous guy was my twin flame, but I just kind of forgot about it because I moved on in my life and it wasn't really healthy for me. So yeah, but honestly, I truly believe that if someone ever like broke up with you or something, they will always still remember you. And like yeah, so I just feel like, to sum it all up, I feel like you matter. And like it might be really hard to lose someone, but sometimes it's the only thing that can actually help you like grow as a person, or just like because some relationships are really like unhealthy, but you matter as a person. And still trying to learn that. And yeah,